Hello everyone and welcome back to Saurian. And we are here with Hyrra, who last time we got into a bit of trouble. We kind of just ended up messing around to see what we are and aren't capable of at this stage, and yeah, it led to a lot of random dying. That's one of those Gila monster things over there. I don't actually know what their name is. There is an actual name for them, but I'm not sure, so if I refer to them as Gila monsters, I'm sorry, they're like the prehistoric equivalent. Sort of like we've been calling the prehistoric crocodiles, we've just been calling them crocodiles. So yeah, pardon me for that. Yeah. So we kind of just ended up derping around a little bit to find out what we are and aren't capable of. We are currently... Does it say what stage we're at? It just says age. Well, we're at the second stage. We're no longer just a baby. We're a little bit older now, and we're a little bit stronger, I hope. Uh-oh. That is not what we want to see. That means that one of those raptory things has spawned, and those guys... Generally, if we get into a fight with them, it means that we'll probably end up losing. We did kill one once, but it was kind of a little bit lucky, and it was because we got good at using the raptor prey restraint. We got it. Okay, we got it. I wasn't sure if we were going to be able to get the little bird thing, but we did. So that's good. We just got to watch ourselves here, because if we run into one of those Gila monster things, it is pretty much instant death. And apparently, so what I looked up, I did some researching on it. Apparently it is a glitch that the poison never stops until you reload the game. And so that's a known thing. It's supposed to stop after a little while. And then there was some debate over whether you're even supposed to be able to survive it at this stage. And I feel like at this stage you should be able to, because... like, it'll do enough damage. Like, I feel like it should do enough damage to deter you from actually hunting them. But at the same time, I don't think it should kill you. I think it should give you a little bit of a second chance there, even if you do get poisoned. So, like, you should maybe come out of it with, like, 5% health or whatever. So there's a little bit of debate over whether that's intended or not. Personally, I think that it should be one of those things where you shouldn't just have to automatically die if you get bitten by one. Where you have a little bit of chance if you do take care of yourselves. I can understand as a baby, because, you know, pretty much everything is out to kill you, and basically the entire point of being a baby is to run away from everything before it kills you. That's a crocodile. We gotta keep our eye out. He's watching us, all right. We're not going here. Let's threaten him, just to let him know that we're not messing around. We're not gonna take any nonsense from him. Hyrra is a pretty territorial little raptor. She's quite a feisty little thing, and that can get her into trouble. So we have to keep our eye out, because I do see there was one of those other rival raptors here at some point recently. So I'm going to bump this up to trot so that we can... Or, you know what, we'll actually just use our sprint sparingly here so that we can get around a little bit faster. I want to make sure... Let's get some water here. We'll come down to the water's edge. Hopefully we don't get jumped by another Gila, because that happened last time and it wasn't fun. It wasn't good. It came out of the water at us, and I'm hoping they'll fix that, because that has to be a bug, because I'm pretty sure those things aren't meant to be amphibious. They're not meant to be on both water and land. That's just scary and nightmarish. So I'm pretty sure that's not how they're intended to function, and so hopefully if that gets fixed, they'll be a little bit easier to avoid. Because that, I think, would also make it a little bit easier if it's not an automatic death, because, you know, when something like that happens and it just instantly kills you, or not instantly, it's not even instant either, it's over a period of time that it just kills you, and there's really nothing you can do about it. It's one of those things where you just... That gets to be a little bit frustrating. And so that's one of the biggest reasons why I think they should change it, or at the very least balance it out so that you have a chance of surviving at this age. It wouldn't make sense to survive as a baby, but I feel like if your tactic is meant to be taking care of yourself after getting poisoned, then I feel like if they're going to tell you to do that, you should at least be able to do that at this stage. And then, of course, I imagine it'll get easier as you get older and you get a little bit stronger. You'll be able to survive with more and be able to actually hunt them. But at this stage, you're really not meant to be hunting them. And so I can understand why they potentially could kill you. I just don't think they should necessarily have to. I feel like you should have a little bit of time where if you do get yourself fully fed, if you do get your water bar up full, you should be able to survive it. But that's just my 2 cents. Anyway, we're just going to make sure we give those guys a wide berth until we're a little bit older here. Because is not quite ready to be hunting them. And we're actually going to head this way because I want to see if we can get to the ocean. Because supposedly there are cool things by the ocean now, too. And I don't want to get too far away from the water. I hope we're going the right direction. Actually, I think we might not be. I think we're going the wrong way. Is this salt water here? If this is salt water, then that means we are going the right way. But if it's not, then we're supposed to be going the other direction. That's a packy, and there's one of the crocodiles. There's actually 2 kinds of crocodile in this. There's a larger one and a smaller one, and neither one of them is going to be easy to catch and kill, I imagine. We did mess around with one of them, with the smaller one, and they still managed to kill us. And that over there is another Dakotaraptor, so we want to watch our step there, too. And there's something here. There is a bird. If we can catch it... Nope, not quite. Okay. So if this is salt water... Are we going the right way? What was that? What was that? I heard a noise. I heard a noise and it scared me a little bit. So this is not salt water, so we actually went the wrong way. It looks like Hyrra is seeing something. Oh, I think we saw whatever that was up there. That might be another Dakotaraptor. And I think we'll probably... Oh, there's something up this way, too. Oh, there it is. I see. It's the bird. It's the bird came back and landed over here. Alright, we're gonna snag it if we can. Yep, didn't quite get out of the way in time. We'll go ahead and eat. And I think... There we go. I think if we can get our food up as full as we can, we'll be good for a while. And we want to go to the beach because I've heard that there's cool things that can happen at the beach. And I've heard there's a good reason not to swim out to sea now. So we got to be kind of cautious of that. But I at least want to take a look and see what we can find out there. No pun intended. And at least see if we can find what these new features are and kind of explore a little bit. Now we don't have a whole lot of water capacity. A lot of you guys were asking why the food and water is draining so fast. And as far as I understand, I think the reason that's happening here is because we're so young. We're not going to go after that guy. Oh, there's a packy. That's what's making all that scent cloud there. But I think the reason that that's happening is because we're still so young that we don't have a lot of, if you will, carrying capacity for food and water. We got a small stomach, and so we can't carry that much water on us. We can't go that long without eating and drinking, and that's something that I think will improve with time. Let's get a drink here and just make sure our water stays full, and then we'll keep heading on because I think up here is actually where the change occurs. Let's see. If we just sprint a little bit at a time, we should be able to make it along here. We got to keep smelling because one thing we don't want to run into for sure is another one of those Gila monster things, because those guys are bad news. And our goal today is to actually survive for a longer period of time. We had a little bit of an accident early on last episode and learned not to poke the danger. And because of that, we kind of just ended up spending the rest of the episode running around seeing what we are and aren't capable of and kind of learning our limits, which is important, but it also means that we got nothing done progression-wise. Okay, so we're now in the saltwater part of the swamp. You can see the water's changed color, and that is what indicates saltwater, I believe. So if we go and get a drink from here, which I'm not going to do because I want to keep the water that we have, then we're not going to get water back. We're actually going to lose water because salt water will make you more thirsty. And so we're not going to do that here. I think what we're going to do, though, is we're going to make our way through this part of the swamp. We got to be kind of cautious because our water... Wait, what? Why is it draining our water? I'm not trying to drink from the salt water. Alright, we're heading back this way then to get more water. I think it thought we were trying to drink, and so it drained our water, and that wasn't very fun. And I think this area here is not salt water, so if we're here, then I think, yeah, this is not salt water, so we were right at the transition. So apparently eating in the saltwater portion of the region is gonna drain your water as well, so that's not a good thing. And it's important to keep that in mind. We'll probably try and come back to the swamp if we can, but I believe the sea is right over that ridge, so I think we should have time to just go... What? Oh, it's just rain. Okay. I thought that was something crashing through the bushes behind us. But no, it is just rain. There's a croc over there. But I think if the sea is in fact just over that hill, we should be able to scoot over there and then scoot our way back without having any further issues here. I think we can just scoot right through here. We do have to swim, which is not such a good thing. I don't really like having to swim because I feel like the crocs are going to come get me. And there's a reason not to go out in the ocean now, from what I understand, if you swim too far out. And pardon me, my voice is a little bit dead. I've been doing a lot of speaking these past few days. And so my voice is a little bit wonky at the moment. But I think there's now a reason that you shouldn't be going out into the sea, because bad things will happen. And we're going to see if we can find evidence of those bad things. So let me head this way. We still got a lot of water, so I don't anticipate we'll have trouble with that. We just got to be kind of cautious. And we should be continuing to sniff around because, again, Gila monsters are bad news. So let's just see, though. I want to investigate the beach and see what we can find. It's probably a better idea to do this when we're older, but I'm impatient. And I think Hyrra wants to know more about her environment. There is a Packy up there, which thankfully not a threat. We're just going to avoid and we should be okay. I'm not seeing any... Oh, there's that. I think that's a lizard. There's Gila monsters and then there's smaller lizards. And the lizards are fine. They're actually a really good food source. And the Gila monsters will bite you and make you die. So yeah, we definitely don't want to get those guys mixed up. Right now, both are distinguished by a blue outline. And so it's possible that we can see the Gila monsters ahead of time. Because technically, I guess they do count as prey at this stage. You're supposed to, I think, be able to kill them if you get really lucky. But at the same time, you're not actively supposed to go and hunt them. So yeah, like it's kind of a last resort. They want you to know there's something you could potentially take down here, but at the same time, if you try, you're probably going to die, so you don't really want to do it unless you're dying anyway. So if you're dying of hunger, it's outlined in blue, basically, but it also points it out to you to let you know that it's there. And it will come after you, it will try and poison you, but at the same time, it is a possibility if you have no other choice to eat. Let's see if we can head this way. And I think if we can go down here, we can find the beach. This looks like the beach to me. And you can actually see the ocean. So we are not going to go swimming in the ocean because the ocean is a very bad and very scary place, in this game at least. And so we're gonna explore it, and then we're gonna head back to the safety of the swamps and probably try and find some water because I don't really want to run the risk of running out of water. It's also the middle of the night. I'm actually not gonna sleep because I don't want to lose water. But we're just gonna kind of run down to the beach here and poke around a bit. There we go. And just see what we can find. So here's the water's edge. We're not going in, but it's actually kind of a steep slope here. I didn't think it was going to be that steep. Maybe we'll see if we can find any rivers too. I'm keeping the swamp in mind as to where it is. It's off to the left of us now, and so we don't want to lose track of that. But I'm just going to kind of run along the water here and see if we can find anything. Because supposedly there can be surprises on this beach sometimes, and I'd like to see if I can track one down. but I don't know if I'll be able to or not. I don't know how rare they are. I literally just started playing this game again after several month hiatus. I haven't played it since Koross' story because we kind of hit the end of the content that was in the game at the time, and I wanted to have more chance to explore beyond that. And so I kind of wanted to give it a rest so that we didn't exhaust what little content was in it at the time, and they have added quite a bit more. This game is still in development, so like I've said before, some things are going to be broken, some things are going to be imbalanced, there's going to be bugs. Is that the moon? Why is it green? Why is the moon green? What are those blue things? What is happening? I don't know what's going on here. I don't know why it's blue. I don't know what's happening. Oh, there's Gila monsters. That back there is definitely a Gila monster. That also might be a Gila monster. So we want to watch our step. Yeah. I don't know what was going on with the blue back there, but I'm going to leave it alone. Blue often means food, but it doesn't always. Like, it can mean dangerous food, too. And I don't know what this green moonlight is going to do. Is that because... Is it supposed to be colored like that because of the atmosphere being different? Because that's the best reason I can think of for that. That's another Gila monster. And we're going to leave it alone. Let's see down here. We're going to see what we can find along the beach, but I don't know that we're going to find anything really. What? Did I just hear something behind me? I think I just heard my own footsteps kind of echoing. Sometimes I get a little spooked by sounds, and so bear with me with that. I don't know that we're going to find another river along here, and in a little bit I think I'm going to head back because we don't want to exhaust our water supply. If we run out of water, that's just going to be death. So we're going to start heading back, I think. We didn't quite find what we're looking for, but we'll come back to the beach another day and see if we can locate it. For now, though, what is that? There's Gila monsters, and then I think these ones are lizards. That's a lizard, that's a Gila monster off to the right. And, oh my gosh, what is that? What was that? What was that? What is this? What is happening? What is this? What is this blue? I don't know what this is. I don't like this. I want to go out of here. Is blue other Dakotaraptors? What is blue? I'm not sure I want to know what blue is. And I'm a little bit afraid that blue means death. I don't actually know what the scent trail... what that scent trail color means. I think it might mean other Dakotaraptors, because was that the sound that we make? Yeah, I think it probably was another Dakotaraptor. I think. I don't know. Some of you guys who play a lot more Saurian than me probably know what blue means, and you guys can probably tell me what that scent trail was. That's a T-Rex, and I'm glad that I saw him, because it's really dark and hard to see much of anything. Okay, what is that? What? What is that? Is it just... Is the lighting changing green to blue and yellow to green? That might be what's happening. Oh, the T-Rex is still right there. Okay, that's a Gila monster. We're going to avoid it. Where'd the Rex go? Oh, you guys, I don't like this. Wait, what's happening over here? The Gila monster, is he fighting a Packy? Yes, he's fighting a Packy. And the Packy has the blue scent trail, so I'm going to guess that's just a nighttime thing. That's pretty cool. I'm not going to go mess with it, but that's neat to see. Let's make our way this way. We're going to see if we can find any... oh, here's the swamp. Okay, we should be good. I'm going to keep scenting the air because we don't want to run into a Gila by mistake. And we got to get back to the freshwater part of the marsh in a pretty good time here. Oh, that's where the Rex went. Okay, there's something green. Green, though, now is yellow. So we need to watch out over there. And we're also walking right in the general direction of a T-Rex. So this is going to be the better path to take. To scoot right over here, I think. That's probably what that path is, actually. It's probably the T-Rex. And he's over there. Okay, I lost sight of him for a moment, and that is definitely something you do not want to do. You don't want to lose a T-Rex. That is a good way to get yourself eaten. So we're going to make our way back this way. I don't know exactly what's around. I think this is just our footsteps that I'm hearing. And the water. So let's let our stamina come back a little bit. We don't have very much of that either because we're so young. But I think we'll be alright if we can just keep making our way along the shoreline. I don't anticipate us having any problems here with getting back to the freshwater. Is that... There's something in the bushes up there, I think. I'm not positive. I think it might be a croc, though. So we want to kind of watch carefully here. I don't know that you can actually really smell the crocs very much, so we got to be a little bit cautious with them. But if we just skirt around the edge of the swamp here, I think we'll be alright. Oh, we're inside a tree, or clipping into it at least, with our camera. And I also don't see any food, unless, is that food? No, that's just part of the water. Let's see, we're going to keep it running, we're going to keep running. We got to find something to eat, we got to find something to drink. And beyond that, I think we'll be okay. I'm going to cross into the swamp over here and try and swim across, because I think this is like where I went before. And I think we'll be okay. But it is about time to wrap up, so we need to have the stats to make sure we can sleep. Because otherwise we're going to be in for a little bit of trouble. Actually, I don't know that I want to cross into the swamp right here, because I think this is just across the lake. Or this kind of lakey area. So let's see, there is a croc in the water off to our left, so we gotta be careful of that. And we gotta see, there's gotta be something that we can eat. I don't think the birds are nocturnal though, so maybe we're having trouble finding because of that. Or maybe we just need to be in more to the freshwater part of the swamp, because we definitely need to find some food pretty soon too, otherwise we might just starve. And that would not be good. I'm kind of regretting not going and seeing if we could lure that Gila monster away from the Packy, because that would have made a nice little snack for us. And I just didn't want to have anything to do with a Gila monster, but it might have been worthwhile. Let's see around here. Anything scented? Those are Packies. Okay, so yeah, blue is definitely green at night. And I guess that means that yellow then probably turns... Or green turns blue at night, and I'm going to venture a guess that that means that yellow will turn green. And are the scents back to normal yet? No, I can't even see the scents now. Okay, there's something over here. Are these both Gila monsters? I think those are lizards. I'm pretty sure those are lizards. We're going to try and go for them. Yeah, because they look too small to be Gilas. And the scents are back to green. So whatever that was is done now. Alright, we're going to go snag him. Did we get him? We got him. Okay. And yeah, because it's now becoming dawn. So at nighttime, the scents change color. That's a very good thing to know. And we should be okay here. Our water's running a little bit low. But I think if we can just catch some more food here, then I think we're in the area of the swamp where we have fresh water again. It looks like it. It looks a little bit murkier than the salt water. The salt water is very, very clear. And that might sound nice. It's really not that nice. And that's a croc. That is actually a croc, so we gotta be cautious. A little bit cautious here. Gonna watch in the water, because if something pops out at us, we want to be able to bolt for it. And we've got fresh water for sure here. And we're back up to full. So let's go see if we can find a nice little place to settle down. I kind of like these three trees together here, because they kind of create a little sheltered area. And I think we're going to go ahead and settle down to rest here and wrap up the episode. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. But until then, this is Jay, over and out.